What if I told you the Chicago Bears are considering a move that would strip Caleb Williams of his most reliable safety valve? There is a quiet storm brewing inside Halas Hall that could see a core veteran packing his bags for a fourth-round pick. While everyone is focused on the new rookies, the front office is crunching numbers on a contract that suddenly feels heavy. A major trade proposal has just hit the wires, and it involves a player who was supposed to be untouchable. Is Ryan Poles about to make a massive mistake or a brilliant financial escape? Cole Kmet is the name currently circulating in high-level trade discussions as the Chicago Bears look to navigate a complicated salary cap situation following a massive offseason spending spree. Despite being one of the most consistent performers on the roster, analysts from Bleacher Report are identifying Kmet as a primary trade candidate for teams like the Baltimore Ravens, who are desperate for tight end depth. The logic stems from the arrival of Colston Loveland, the 10th overall pick who many believe is the future of the position in Chicago. Kmet is a 27-year-old veteran with a significant contract, and moving him could save the team roughly $9 million in cap space if the move is designated as a post-June 1st transaction. This isn't just about money, though. It is about the changing hierarchy of the offensive weapons. While Kmet has been an essential cog in the ground game and a trusted red zone target, the emergence of younger, more dynamic playmakers might make him expendable in the eyes of the front office. We have seen Ryan Poles be aggressive before, and he has shown no hesitation in moving established starters if the value is right. The Ravens are reportedly looking for a run-blocking specialist who can also contribute in the passing game, and Kmet fits that profile perfectly for their offensive scheme. However, the ripple effect of this potential move would be felt throughout the entire locker room, especially by the young quarterback who just spent the entire spring building a rapport with number 85. The question now isn't just whether the Bears can afford to keep Kmet, but whether they can afford the risk of losing his leadership and reliability during such a critical developmental year for the franchise. The numbers make sense on paper, but the reality on the field is much more complex than a simple salary dump for a fourth-round pick. If this trade actually goes through, it would signal a complete shift in how the Bears intend to build around their new offensive core. But there is one person in particular who might have the strongest opinion on this potential exit, and his reaction could change everything for the front office's final decision before training camp begins. This trade rumor is sending shockwaves through the fan base, and we need to know your take on this. Should the Bears keep their veteran leader or take the draft pick and run? Before we dive into how this affects the locker room, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a Chicago Bears insider update. We are chasing the truth behind these rumors every single day. Do you think trading a top target is a smart move for a rookie quarterback? Drop a comment below and leave a like to support the channel right now. Caleb Williams is the player with the most to lose in this entire scenario because his early success depends heavily on having a dependable tight end who knows the system inside and out. Last season, Cole Kmet was on the receiving end of some of the most critical catches for this offense, and his chemistry with the quarterback room has always been a high point for this unit. While the Bears did draft Colston Loveland to be a dynamic vertical threat, Kmet offers a level of physical inline blocking that is rare in today's NFL. He was a major reason why the Bears finished with the third-ranked rushing attack in the league last year, often holding the point of attack against elite edge rushers. If the Bears trade Kmet away, they aren't just losing a pass catcher, they are losing a functional piece of their offensive line identity. The internal talk within the building suggests that Ben Johnson's offensive philosophy loves using two tight end sets, which would actually favor keeping both Kmet and Loveland together to create defensive mismatches. However, the financial pressure is real. The Bears still need to sign their entire rookie class and maintain a buffer for mid-season injuries. Trading Kmet for a 2027 fourth-round pick might seem like a low return for a player of his caliber, but in the world of NFL salary cap management, it is often about the money saved rather than the pick acquired. We saw a similar move when the team moved on from DJ Moore's predecessor, showing that this regime prioritizes flexibility over sentimentality. Kmet played nearly 800 snaps last season, ranking second among all Chicago pass catchers, which shows just how much the coaching staff relies on his presence. Removing that volume of experience from the field would place an enormous burden on Loveland and other young receivers like Rome Odunze and Luther Burden III. The front office has to weigh the $9 million in savings against the potential regression of their rookie quarterback's comfort level. It is a dangerous game of chicken with the team's chemistry. While the media is buzzing about the Ravens' interest, the real story is happening inside the Bears' meeting rooms, where they have to decide if they are building a championship roster for today or just balancing the books for tomorrow. The strategic impact of a potential Cole Kmet departure would force a total reimagining of the Chicago Bears' offensive strategy for the 2026 season and beyond. General Manager Ryan Poles has been meticulous about building through the draft, and while Kmet was a draft success story from the previous regime, he may no longer fit the long-term salary structure Poles envisions. The front office is looking at a future where Rome Odunze and Colston Loveland are the primary focal points, meaning Kmet's role as a top 3 target is already diminishing. However, the reality is that Kmet finished last year with the 3rd highest catch percentage on the team, proving he is efficient even with fewer opportunities. If he is moved, the Bears would likely pivot toward a more receiver-heavy personnel grouping, relying on the speed of their young wideouts rather than the brute force of a heavy tight end set. This transition carries significant risk for the run game, which has been the backbone of this team's identity for the last 2 seasons. Without Kmet's edge blocking, the rushing lanes for the backs could shrink, putting even more pressure on the passing game to be perfect. The future of this franchise is clearly tied to the development of their rookie class, and the front office seems to be betting that the young talent can replicate Kmet's production at a fraction of the cost. We could see the team dip into the veteran free agent market for a cheaper, run-blocking specialist to fill the void, but it wouldn't replace the intangible value Kmet brings. The next few weeks are critical as the June 1st deadline approaches. If Poles doesn't restructure other contracts soon, the pressure to move Kmet will only intensify. The fan base is divided, but the front office is looking at the cold hard facts of the salary cap. Whether this move happens now or next offseason, the writing is on the wall that the tight end room is undergoing a massive transformation. The Bears are clearly moving toward a faster, more explosive offensive model, and as valuable as Kmet has been, he might just be the odd man out in this new vision for Chicago football. Ultimately, the rumor of a Cole Kmet trade tells us everything we need to know about the current state of the Chicago Bears under this management. It is a franchise that is no longer content with being average and is willing to make the difficult, unpopular decisions necessary to maximize their window with a rookie quarterback contract. Losing Kmet would be a bitter pill for many fans to swallow, especially given his local ties and his undeniable reliability on the field. He represents the blue-collar spirit of Chicago football, but the NFL is a business that rewards efficiency over loyalty. If this trade to Baltimore occurs, it will be the clearest sign yet that the Bears believe they have enough star power in their rookie class to overcome the loss of a veteran pillar. It's a high-stakes gamble that could either provide the financial flexibility to win a Super Bowl or leave the offense vulnerable at the worst possible time. The meaning behind this move is deeper than just a 4th-round pick. It is about the evolution of the Bears into a modern, pass-first juggernaut. As an insider, I can tell you the conversations are happening, and the tension in the building is palpable as everyone waits to see which way the front office leans. We have to ask ourselves, is the $9 million worth the loss of Caleb Williams' favorite target? This decision will define the early stages of the new era in Chicago. I want to hear from the real fans now. Is this a genius move by Ryan Poles or a total disaster in the making? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure you are subscribed with the bell icon on, so you are the first to know if this trade goes official. Don't forget to hit that like button to help us reach more of the Bears family across the world. The offseason is far from over, and we will be here to break every single update as it happens. Bear down and keep your eyes on the roster, because things are about to get very interesting at Hellas Hall.